Julian the Warlock right in, but look at AM Vision. Into that roll up. Now AM Vision, reversal by Warlock, and a takedown into the cover again. This one's right out with some fast, furious action. You're looking at Julian the Warlock and AM Vision. Hello everyone, it's Paco Zimmer. Joined by my side, it's Medicine and Big Time Wrestling, the hottest wrestling action. Oh! And a drop kick by AM Vision. And now Warlock and AM Vision countering back and forth. And there goes AM Vision as Warlock just sent him right outside the ring. And over the top, Warlock diving over the top right onto AM Vision. Warlock now going to the other corner on top as AM Vision is laid out on his feet. Oh! Oh, splash and into that DDT. Cover. 1, 2. Oh,
that was just a sweet move. I like that.
It was a nice setup for that pinfall attempt. And a boot delivered right to the side of the head of Warlock. Here goes AM Vision again up to the top.
Big leg drop on Julian the Warlock.
Foot on the rope. Julian just barely getting that up on the rope. Smart move by AM Vision hooking the leg, but still it's not enough. Reversal by Warlock, but he misses with the clothesline, and now he misses again. AM across with the cross body. Julian's got him up, but he couldn't deliver the move. But he did get that one right into AM Vision with that DDT, and now you've got a winner in Julian. The Warlock. Now, Medicine, Greece is a country with a lot of tradition.
Right.
And tag teams with Greek wrestlers might go back pretty far.
Sure.
Are these guys really close friends? Do you know where I'm going?
I know exactly where you're going, and well, hey, look at that Robbie. He's really got some speed to him.
Thank you.
Here come Rory. Rory is one powerful individual.
Look at this. Right down in that elbow. And another. And the power slam with a delivery, a cover. Oh. Wait a minute. We have a Greek god up on the top rope. And a crossbody from the other teammate.
Well, the ref needs to get some control over here.
And interference.
It says take a picture on his backside. Marco,
well, we've got that information.
Maybe the other one's named Polo.
Next time, don't forget the papers at the office, Medicine.
Well, I'm a busy man. You were there too. Look at us passing the buck.
Yeah, but I was there to pick up my check. Wait a minute, we got the Greek god in the corner. He was set up for a super kick, I believe, and then he just pokes him in the eyes.
He's arrogant, snobby.
Rory's blinded. but he did land that right hand as he was swinging everywhere he could. Greek God between the legs, but now Rory catches him with that backdrop.
That's a very vicious backdrop. I have not seen Rory do that before. That was pretty devastating.
That backbreaker taking it to the Greek God, and here comes Robbie as he just got tagged in, but why is... Either way, Robbie's all over both of them with drop kicks. And a side slam as Robbie now trying to get Rory back into this match. They might have him, but his own partner caught him. That's looking out for your partner, as the Greek Gods now just came back and the Hot Scots are no longer in control.
Well, they're taking it right back to them. I mean, they lost control for a little bit there. These guys have got control right back in their favor.
Oh, European uppercut. Finishing him off with that neck breaker. And now they're saying they're going to set him up. I don't know what they're going to set him up for, Medicine. They're both going to the top rope in each corner.
Paco, I don't believe it.
Why are they stopping in the middle to take a picture?
They're going to take a picture of what they just did.
And now they got problems with their camera. They can't even take a picture.
I have never, ever, and I've been watching wrestling since I was 6 years old, seen something like this.
But here comes Rory with a double clothesline.
They snapped the picture in their own face. They're blinded by the light. Rory right back on top of them.
Here goes the Hot Scots off the ropes. Slingshot maneuver.
Holy smokes.
1, 2, and 3. The Hot Scots victorious. Mahoney cut him off. And now, Balls Mahoney holding Ricky Strychnine as Julian, the Warlock, is laying in the fists.
Big knee right to the face of Ricky Strychnine.
Sabu has a chair in his hand outside the ring as Balls Mahoney finally gets his hands on Ricky Strychnine.
Balls teasing Sabu.
What's Balls Mahoney gonna do when Sabu gets in the ring? The chair swinging freak Balls Mahoney without his chair, it in the corner of Sabu, but Ricky Strychnine
I'm seeing it. Strychnine is busted open again. He's bleeding through that bandage. Balls went right to that forehead, punched him in his forehead, gave him a headbutt. That's exactly what Balls Mahoney wanted to do.
Oh, Sabu nailed Julian the Warlock with the chair. Ricky Strychnine now bleeding. As you said, Medicine, those bandages required here to compete in this tag team match, and it's still a serious injury. Ricky Strychnine, he is bleeding through those bandages, and he wants to get to his corner and tag Sabu, but Julian the Warlock has just put a stop to that.
Well, I'm thinking he's bleeding. He's got to be dizzy.
Oh,
there's
no.
Balls right back on top of him. Knock the bandages off.
The impact busting the bandages right off of Ricky Strychnine. And now look at Balls Mahoney use the bandages to choke out Ricky Strychnine. Ricky Strychnine, he's in trouble. He's bleeding. He's bleeding heavily once again.
Julian puts the boots to Strychnine. Balls choking him. This ref has got to get control of this match.
What can he do? He's not going to call for the bell. There's not enough bleeding here in this match. Balls Mahoney now tagging in Julian the Warlock. Balls with Ricky Strychnine up. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Devastating.
The champ in trouble, but Sabu in with the save.
I want to point out that no one uses a chair quite like Sabu, except maybe Balls Mahoney.
Oh no, the abuse, Julian the Warlock with those forearms. And now he blindsided Sabu, he wasn't the legal man, he was only standing on the ring apron, and now Sabu is infuriated. He is infuriated and he wants in. And Balls Mahoney he's not, they didn't make a legal tag, Medicine.
Strychnine's a mess.
Balls Mahoney is not the legal man. This is a mess. These two, Balls Mahoney and Julian the Warlock, these two twisted individuals are not stopping by any measure against Ricky Strychnine and Sabu. Strychnine is bleeding. He's bleeding bad. This one might be stopped, Medicine. The champion is a bloody mess.
There's Balls. Vicious. Why? Why does he have to do something like that, Paco?
Balls Mahoney, the cover. But now he sees Julian the Warlock is still in the ring. There goes Julian. Goodbye, Julian.
And like a house of fire, Sabu stays on top of Balls. He's got something to prove here. He's going to show him this is how it's done here in Big Time Wrestling.
And Sabu triple jump moonsault on Balls Mahoney. Make the cover, Sabu. 1, 2, and Balls Mahoney kicks out. Sabu still kicks out. He is alive. Sabu is alive. And Nutcracker Sweet, who's moving in? Sabu with the Nutcracker Sweet. Balls Mahoney has delivered the Nutcracker Sweet. 1, 2. That was a fast count. And Balls Mahoney wanted it even faster.
Well, Sabu, we both know that is the and is not easy to beat whatsoever. He can dish it and he can take it.
Oh, Medicine, this is getting hot in here. Oh, and Sabu moved out of the way.
Barely, but Balls caught his head right on the chair.
Ricky Strychnine is completely out of this. A bloody mess outside the ring. Arabian facebuster by Sabu. Sabu goes. He goes for the victory, but there is no victory.
I think our champion has much left, and Olympia right on top of him.
Oh, Sabu! All over Sabu. Balls Mahoney, the chair swinging freak, with the Nutcracker Suite off the top rope. No way can Sabu kick out of.
Don't miss big time wrestling.
Now, Anderson is getting up. Now, Lars is down. There's the Sheik again trying to, and Brody is actually going up the side of the Sheik. Looks as if he's trying to bend him to it, or is he trying to pull him down? But Brody is actually trying to pull the Sheik back, trying to stop him from reaching the top. Anderson strikes up the Sheik with blood pouring from his head.
Yeah, blood pouring from the Sheik's head. He got hit bad. Bruiser Brody, he's full of blood. They're going up and at it. Prince Kamalamala seems kind of idle over there by himself for a moment.
And look at his
Lars Anderson, Maniac Mark Lewin in the corner on the steel post.
Well, I wonder how many of these wrestlers will come out here not covered in blood. It's a brutal
Prince Kamalamala is biting Grizzly Smith. Grizzly Smith is covered with blood.
Brutal match, a cage match, and this particular cage match with 8 wrestlers in it at one time, it makes it so much more brutal. Anderson with his head being thrown into the cage by Mark Lewin. Brody almost over the top.
Almost over the
Brody
top.
almost over the top of the cage.
Chewy gets raked across the face by Kevin Sullivan and chucked on the back by Maniac Mark Lewin. Chewy is in trouble in there. Kamalamala is walking around. There seems like nobody wants to get involved with Prince Kamalamala for one reason or another. Maybe it's because he was biting the face of Grizzly Smith, and Grizzly is bleeding profusely at this very moment.
Well, the Sheik holding on to the top of the gate of the cage by the looks of it. He's holding on to the top of the gate of the cage. Cannot get any further. Obviously, he has looked at. He's got his foot caught in the cage and can't move. There's Brody there with Lewin backed in against the cage, throwing a heavy forearm to his back, and he now has hold of the foot of the Sheik, trying to drag him away from the top of the cage.
The Sheik is trying his best to get out of there. Prince Kamalamala with Superfly Tui pounding on the chest of Superfly Tui. And the chain is coming apart.
Brody untying the chain.
That's Brody. Bruiser Brody is taking off the chain.
Brody untying the chain. And there's the Sheik right on the top. Almost on the top.
He's pulling the Sheik down now. Trying to get that Sheik off the top. See, if he can get him off the top, Steve, the rest is gravy. He can pull him down and have his way. Lars Anderson being choked by Maniac Mark Lewin with the chain. The chain that they used to pull the door. Grizzly Smith is on the mat, sitting on the mat, bleeding.
Grizzly Smith looks like he's almost out of the match.
The Sheik looks like he's been through World War III, I tell you, Steve.
Well, as I said, how many of them will not come out of the ring covered in blood? They'll all look as if they've been through World War III by the time they finish this match.
Grizzly Smith, he looks like he's been double and triple teamed in that one.
The Prince of Darkness, Kevin Sullivan, unmarked. He's unmarked in the match. Wow, they have Lewin. Grizzly Smith pound away to him. Now he's on to Kamala.
The Sheik is still trying to make his way over the top. Still trying to make his way over the top.
Well, look out. Like I said, watch the fire. A ball of fire. And he just pulled it out of his sight. Who did he hit with it? He pulled the ball out. Well, Brody got it out of the ring. Brody has got it out of the ring and will have won the match, but he has been hit with that ball of fire thrown by the Sheik.
I'm not sure the match has officially started. Obviously it has. The count has started. In comes Blanchard. And the Sheik is going after everybody in the arena, except myself. Dick Slater sitting at the table with me. Brings him in over the top.
Kind of individual you want to run down a dark street right into it, is it? I don't think so, huh?
No, you're right about that. Not with any 3 or 4 of my friends. Henry is in the ring with Tully. Blanchard grabs him by the hair there, slams him into the turnbuckle. Sheik grabs his trunks behind, gets tagged in. Henry Garcia at the mercy of the Sheik, and it really boils down to that.
If I was going to hire anybody, he would be the #1 man I'd hire, because I know the man is so vicious, and he's put people out of professional wrestling all over this world, that if I was going to pay big money to dispose of a few people, there is a man that's going to do it right there.
He doesn't just wrestle.
And watch out, Stasiak is getting near us. Maybe he thinks the Sheik won't do it if he's behind us. Come on, don't get behind us.
The man Stasiak can be put in that same caliber as being a maniac.
Whoa, there comes the chair.
The Sheik is all the way to the top of the cage. We do not have a monitor. I don't know what you fans at home are seeing. But don't take your eyes off the television screen.
です飛びました。ザ・シークが3メートルを吹っ飛びました。さあ復讐であります。ハーリーレースの復讐劇が始まります。さあまず得意の2パットを落とします。2パットを落としてザ・シークの息の根を止めようとしておりますが、ちょっと反対側のコーナーでマーク・ルーインが3本のロープを緩ませて、さあ金属の部分をどうやら手の中に入れました。この金属の部分でハーリーレースの背中越しに攻めようというところ、正面からはザ・シークの狂気殺法。さあ2人がかりで悪の殺法であります。ザ・シーク、マーク・ルーイン組、金属の部分が手の中に入っている。これで殴りつけられると大変だ。いった肩口に狙い撃ち。しかしハーリーレース、しかし堂々と正面からやり合いますが、ちょっと和田恭平レフリーも目つぶしにあったような感じがいたしますが、3段目のロープがもう緩んでおります。これでは試合になりません。さあハーリーレースが目には目をといったところでしょうか。ザ・シークめがけまして思い切っていきました。そして放送席の方に真一文字に飛んで